Hello, David Moore with IRA Advantage, and today we're going to address the question of can you be the manager of a property owned by your self-directed IRA? And typically we're going to answer that question by yes, you can do the administrative functions of management, but you shouldn't go out and do what we call get dirty on the property, meaning that you cannot go out, sweat equity's not okay, you can't go out and swing that hammer, paint that wall, and honestly, a lot of our clients are happy to hear that because they've been flipping properties through their life, and for once they have an excuse where they can't do it. So when we look at managing an asset, yes, you could do the administrative functions. Don't go out and get dirty on the property. The next question is, well, gee, how's anybody going to know? Well, pretty simple, probably. You get audited. They look at the statements from that account, and they see an invoice to the paint company for $500, and then they go, oh, okay, where's the labor there? And that's where the trap is. So do not do it. This is cautious money. This is money that you've put in there. You've worked hard to get into those accounts. Don't take chances with it. Take care of it, manage it, but don't go out and work on those properties. And this is a good excuse not to, because you just simply can't. I guess the second part of this question might be, can we make improvements to a property using IRA 401k funds? And the answer is yes. Once again, you shouldn't be doing the work, but you can hire a contractor to go do that work. And we have a lot of clients that are going out and buying properties, improving those properties, or value-add properties. And that's a great thing about real estate. You're not waiting for a market to drive things up. You can create value in something. And just hire the work, hire a contractor, let them oversee everything, let them get the project done, and that's going to take care of you. If you're somebody that really wants to be hands-on and you want to flip properties and you want to be a real estate investor or create a real estate investment company, that's a possibility. We're just going to use a different structure. Instead of using an IRA or some combination of an IRA and limited liability company, we're going to create what's called a rollover business startup, which we're literally creating a new business that's going to be owned by a 401k plan. So we're going to move your money from whatever type of account it's in, as long as it's an account that qualifies to be rolled into that 401k plan. The 401k plan, we're also going to create a C corporation for. The plan's going to buy the corp. We require our clients to be a shareholder of that corporation too. And what happens is the investment that the plan makes is in the corporation. Doesn't mean all the funds are going into that corporation. You still have a plan that's going to allow you to make any investment the law allows, but you're going to use a chunk of that money to buy into that corporation. You can literally be employed by a company that's owned at least partially by your retirement account. It's got to be a new company, but that's something that's out there. Don't look at a situation where you're taking just that retirement account and working on the property. I guess one other thing I'd like to comment on also is that if you look at the taxability of a transaction, a lot of times we'll have somebody come in with a Roth IRA and say, look, I put all this money in there, I paid the tax, everything I make with this account is going to be totally tax-free. Well, that's not really true. I mean, if you've got an investment that's leveraged with an IRA, Roth funds even, you're going to pay tax on the income or gain attributable to other people's money. So if it's 50% loan to value, you're going to have tax exposure on half the income and half the gain on disposition. Another situation that can trigger tax exposure is if you're conducting a business. Flipping property is not an investment. It's a business. So if you're conducting business with that retirement account, you could be subject to what's called unrelated business taxable income. It's not a reason to do or not to do something. It's just something to be aware of, and it's something you need to work with your tax people on to make sure that you're taking care of that. So once again, making an investment is one thing. Creating or conducting business is quite another, and it's just another situation where you may be subject, your account will be subject, and I've got to clarify that, is your account is subject to this tax, not you personally. And it's something to work with your tax people to look at and analyze that yield and just factor that into your actually net income on that transaction. Make sure that it makes sense to you, and if the investment makes sense with all things considered, do it. If it doesn't, then don't. I hope this has been helpful. Once again, David Moore, IRA Advantage, IRAadvantage.com. Thank you very much. Bye.